When most people think of crustaceans, they imagine crabs scuttling across beaches or shrimp served on a dinner plate. The tiny creatures, ordinary creatures, nothing that seems particularly extraordinary. But reality tells a completely different story. Some crustaceans can climb trees stronger than many mammals. Others survive in places that look more like another planet than Earth. Some wear living camouflage. Others possess vision so advanced that scientists are still trying to understand how it works. These are not science fiction abilities. They are real biological superpower developed over hundreds of millions of years of evolution. Today, we're counting down 10 crustaceans with unbelievable real superpowers. And by the end of this video, you'll discover a tiny hunter capable of creating one of the most violent physical phenomena found anywhere in nature. Let's begin. The crustacean that climbs trees. Coconut crab latro. Imagine walking across a tropical island at night. Everything seems quiet. Then you hear heavy scratching above your head. You look up, and a giant crab is climbing a palm tree. Meet the coconut crab, the largest land-living arthropod on Earth. Unlike most crabs, it spends almost its entire adult life on land. Its legs are so powerful that it can scale tall coconut palms with surprising ease. Why? Because the best food often waits high above the forest floor. Once it reaches the top, it uses its enormous claws to detach coconuts or carry fruit back down. Those claws are astonishing. Scientists have measured gripping forces exceeding 3,000 newtons in the largest individuals. That's stronger than the bite force of many predators and powerful enough to crush coconuts, break shells, and even snap thick branches. Its sense of smell is equally remarkable. Instead of relying mainly on water like marine crabs, coconut crabs have evolved to detect airborne odors almost as effectively as many terrestrial animals. They can locate food from remarkable distances during the night. And armored climbers, with incredible strength, and a nose built for life on land. A true evolutionary powerhouse. The shrimp that sees invisible colors. A peacock mantis shrimp. If humans suddenly saw the world through the eyes of this animal, nothing would ever look the same again. The peacock mantis shrimp possesses one of the most extraordinary visual systems ever discovered. While humans have 3 types of color receptors, this shrimp has many more specialized photoreceptors, allowing it to detect an exceptionally broad range of light signals, including polarized light that remains completely invisible to us. To the mantis shrimp, the ocean becomes filled with hidden visual information. Prey, predators, communication signals, all revealed through patterns humans can never naturally perceive. Its eyes move independently from one another. Each eye can analyze depth, color, and movement almost on its own. It's like having 2 highly sophisticated cameras constantly scanning the environment. Scientists continue studying this remarkable vision because it could inspire future cameras medical imaging systems, and optical technologies. Sometimes, the greatest superpower isn't strength. It's simply seeing a world that everyone else is blind to. The crab that wears living armor. Decorator crab. Most animals hide. This crab builds its own disguise. The decorator crab transforms itself into part of the ocean floor. Using tiny hooked hairs covering its shell, it carefully attaches pieces of seaweed, sponges, soft corals, even living animals. The result is astonishing. Predators searching for a crab often see nothing more than an ordinary patch of reef. Even better, many of the organisms attached to its shell contain toxins or produce unpleasant chemicals. That means the crab isn't just hiding. It's borrowing the defenses of completely different species. As it grows, the disguise changes. Old decorations are removed. New ones are collected. Every individual creates its own unique camouflage suit, depending on where it lives. It's less like wearing clothing, and more like constructing a living suit of biological armor. Nature's master of disguise. The crustacean that lives beside underwater volcanoes. Yeti crab. Imagine standing beside an erupting volcano. The water around you is filled with toxic chemicals. Temperatures can swing from near freezing to hundreds of degrees in just a few centimeters. For almost every animal on Earth, this would mean certain death. But not for the Yeti crab. Discovered only in 2005, this bizarre crustacean lives around deep-sea hydrothermal vents thousands of meters beneath the ocean's surface. No sunlight reaches these depths. The pressure is crushing, yet life flourishes. Its most distinctive feature is its hairy claws, covered with long white bristles that give it the appearance of wearing thick fur. Those hairs aren't just for show. They provide the perfect home for colonies of bacteria. Scientists believe these bacteria help detoxify harmful chemicals from the vent water, allowing the crab to survive where few other creatures can. The Yeti crab spends much of its life gently waving its claws through mineral-rich water, helping nourish its microscopic partners. It is a remarkable example of cooperation. Instead of fighting one of Earth's harshest environments, it works with it. A survivor from one of the most alien ecosystems on our planet. The crab that can grow back lost limbs. European green crab. Imagine losing an arm and simply growing a new one. For this crab, that's just part of life. The European green crab has an extraordinary ability known as regeneration. If a predator grabs one of its legs or claws, the crab can deliberately shed the trapped limb in a process called autotomy. It may seem like a huge sacrifice, but it saves its life. Then something even more incredible happens. Every time the crab molts, a new limb begins to form. At first, it's small and weak, but with each successive molt, it grows larger until it becomes almost indistinguishable from the original. This ability allows the crab to survive countless attacks that would permanently disable many other animals. It's one of the reasons this species has become one of the world's most successful invasive crustaceans. Adaptable, resilient, and incredibly difficult to stop. Sometimes, survival isn't about avoiding injury. It's about recovering from it. The shrimp that farms its own food. A hydrothermal vent shrimp. Most animals search for food. This shrimp grows it. Living around hydrothermal vents deep beneath the Atlantic Ocean, survives in complete darkness where traditional food chains barely exist. Its solution is extraordinary. Inside specialized chambers around its body, dense colonies of bacteria grow continuously. These bacteria use chemicals released from the vents, not sunlight, to produce nutrients through chemosynthesis. The shrimp carefully maintains this living garden. It positions itself in just the right place between scorching vent fluids and freezing seawater, creating the ideal conditions for its bacterial partners to thrive. Then, it feeds on them. It's less like hunting and more like carrying a microscopic farm everywhere it goes. This remarkable partnership allows entire colonies of shrimp to flourish in one of the most extreme environments on Earth, where sunlight never reaches. Life found another way. The crab that lives almost entirely on land. Christmas Island red crab. Most crabs are prisoners of the sea. This one escaped. The Christmas Island red crab spends nearly its entire adult life walking through tropical forests, often several kilometers away from the coastline. Its gills have evolved to function in air, allowing it to breathe on land as long as they remain moist. Every year, however, millions of these crabs begin one of the greatest migrations on Earth. Entire forests suddenly turn red. Roads disappear beneath endless waves of moving shells. The destination is always the same: the ocean. There, females release their eggs into the water before returning inland to continue their terrestrial lives. Despite living far from the sea for most of the year, they remain completely dependent on it for reproduction. It's an extraordinary balance between two worlds, neither fully marine nor fully terrestrial. A crustacean that rewrote the rules of where crabs can live. The crustacean that almost disappears. A glass shrimp. Sometimes the greatest defense is not being seen at all. At first glance, the glass shrimp seems almost invisible. Its body is so transparent that predators can often see straight through it. Only tiny organs, faint outlines, and the digestive tract reveal that an animal is even there. This transparency dramatically reduces its silhouette in clear water, making it incredibly difficult for fish and birds to detect. Unlike camouflage, which depends on matching the environment, transparency works almost everywhere. As the shrimp drifts through rivers and ponds, it becomes little more than a moving distortion in the water. Scientists have long studied transparent animals because recreating this effect with artificial materials is extraordinarily difficult. Nature solved the problem millions of years ago. Sometimes, the best armor is simply disappearing. The lobster that seems to defy aging. American lobster. What if your cells never stopped repairing themselves? The American lobster possesses one of the most fascinating biological traits in the animal kingdom. Unlike most animals, it continues producing large amounts of an enzyme called telomerase throughout much of its life. Telomerase helps maintain the protective ends of chromosomes, slowing one of the cellular processes associated with aging. Because of this, lobsters don't appear to age in the same way many vertebrates do. They can continue growing for decades, remaining active, reproducing, and increasing in size year after year. But they're not immortal. Eventually, molting becomes increasingly difficult. Disease takes its toll, or injuries accumulate. Even so, their unusual biology has attracted enormous scientific interest. Researchers hope that understanding how lobster cells maintain themselves may one day improve our understanding of aging in humans. Nature hasn't conquered death, but it has discovered remarkable ways to delay the effects of time. The shrimp that fires an underwater explode. A pistol shrimp. Imagine creating an explosion without using fire, without using explosives, simply by closing your hand. The pistol shrimp possesses one oversized claw unlike anything else in nature. When it snaps shut, the movement is so incredibly fast that it launches a powerful jet of water. That jet creates a collapsing bubble, a phenomenon known as cavitation. And when that bubble implodes, everything happens in an instant. A devastating shockwave races through the water. A brief flash of light appears. For a tiny fraction of a second, temperatures inside the collapsing bubble can reach astonishing levels. The blast is powerful enough to stun or kill nearby prey before the shrimp calmly collects its meal. Despite measuring only a few centimeters long, this tiny crustacean carries one of the most powerful biological weapons ever evolved. Engineers and physicists study cavitation because the same phenomenon can damage ship propellers, turbines, and industrial machinery. The pistol shrimp mastered it millions of years before humans even understood what it was. A creature no larger than your hand, capable of producing one of the most extraordinary explosions in the natural world. From climbing coconut trees, to farming bacteria, living beside underwater volcanoes, regrowing lost limbs, defying aging, and creating underwater shockwaves powerful enough to stun prey. These incredible crustaceans prove that some of nature's greatest superpower belong to animals most people rarely notice. The ocean, and even the land, is still full of astonishing life waiting to be discovered. If this video changed the way you see crustaceans, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next episode of Real Superpowers. And tell us in the comments, which crustacean's superpower amazed you the most? Thanks for watching. and we'll see you in the next adventure.